Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Just about set to go. And today on the hill, Kyle Leahy. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now here is number 13. Oh, look at the stop. They get the tag and no throw. He's in the first easily. Here's Kyle Tucker. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Rips that one to right. This one here hooks it away for the out. And there's two down. This Byron Buxton. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here, the second game of the series. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one's got a chance. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab. Back here at Busch Stadium. And on the mound today, Logan Gilbert. What do we need to know here about the right hand?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Now here is Brendan Donovan. Got him. Back here in St. Louis, second inning set to go. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Newbar makes the catch. It was one gone. And here is J.D. Martinez. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Gone onto the crash hill for a homer. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. And now Adael Amador. And a 1-1. Up the middle. Win. Throw to first in time.
He's out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bryce Matthews. Cut on and lifted in the air. Newbar moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And now it's Ivan Herrera. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's the veteran first baseman.
First baseman, number 25.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And now Bryce Eldridge. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Dives, and he can't hang on. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Eldridge headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's right there on the tag. Now the number 2 hitter. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Newbar makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Kyle Tucker now at the plate.
Kyle Tucker.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little...
He got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swings and misses at the breaking ball hitter. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. Big swing and a miss.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
One down, base is empty. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. That misses. We'll count now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so.
Fans another, and that's 9 straight strikeouts. Back here in St. Louis as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses the first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's J.D. Martinez.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Scott moving under this one. They got it for out number 2. Now it's the second baseman, Adael Amador. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. And it hits the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he makes it all the way to third. So a costly throwing error there. Bryce Matthews, the next twin up to him. 2 outs. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Makes the catch from the edge of the track. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 4th, and stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
swings through it for the K. 10 straight strikeouts. Wow. Now up to St. Louis, Mason wins. And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a ball. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals to third. St. Louis goes down in order. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Twins, Bryce Eldridge. On the ground. One away here in the fifth. Addison Barger, the next Twin up to hit.
For Minnesota, third baseman Addison Barger.
That one to center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, number 13.
And now the center fielder. His first homer of the year is 4-0. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Riley O'Brien.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with one away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next to hit, Byron Buxton. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. He'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. Here is J.D. Martinez. 2 on, 2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed to the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. He beats the tag, and the lead is up to 5.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
At the plate, out of El Amador. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Scott sizing this one up. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, here's the left fielder, Alec Burleson.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Ivan Herrera will hit next. And downstairs. Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the first baseman. 2 down, nobody on. And strike 2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Bails another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins, Bryce Eldridge. the left center, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, hit the barrel.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is gone. A soaring shot to center. His first homer of the year. It's 9-0. Here's the center fielder. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. One away. So up next for Minnesota, Kyle Tucker. And he deals. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Left field, way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Ryan Jeffers getting ready to hit. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. It's 11-0. JD Martinez stands in. That one ripped left field. Into the bullpen and gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 12-0. And the batter now, Adael Amador. Line drive, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That's not coming back. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. They tack on to their lead. It's 14-0. And next for Minnesota, Bryce Elder. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets first. That ends the frame. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But
one ball.
Overall, I'd say I kept it low-key.
Got it swinging. 2 down, bases empty. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. It's way high. So the down is 3-1. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, kids like to say. Post their fits, right? And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Back here in St. Louis, top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Around second, he wants the cycle. Relay to third. The tag. He's out! Out to number 2. Down, bases empty. Drilled out towards center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. Big Tuck, to the plate now. And it is gone. Kyle Tucker sends it out. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 16-0. 1 out, bases empty. Byron Buxton, the next. Well struck left field. And that one is going to go. They go back-to-back. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 17-0. Bases empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there. 1 out, runner at second. Now here is J.D. Martinez. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Now the guy. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. A little bit high, maybe. And it's 2 of them.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Got it! And that's 9 in a row. We go to the 8th, and now for the Twins, Bryce Matthews. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back. Out of here. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game, and they add a run. It's 18-0. Now at the plate, Bryce Eldridge. That's a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. A 2-run homer. 2nd home run of the inning for him. It's 20-0. Here's the center fielder. And Nuka fires. Swings here and driving well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 21-0. Now a chance for Kyle Tucker. Now a screamer into the outfield. Scott calls it in, and there's 1 away. So digging in, Byron Buxton. 1 down, bases empty. Liner, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum pad. He jumped off so hard, squared it up.
Buxton on the run. Ripped on a leg. Scott. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. Buxton on the run. Now that's smacked to right center. And welcome back to the ballpark. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Alec Burleson.
So impressive how
1 and
the
2.
velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Struck him out swinging. 10 straight strikeouts. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Up the middle, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
The dream of a perfect game turns out.
Ball 4, take the base. 3. You're out. That's ball 4. 3.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Back here in St. Louis, top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Around second, he wants to cycle. Relay to third. The tag. He's out! Out to number 2. One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards the center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. Big Tuck, to the plate now. And it is gone. Kyle Tucker sends it out. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 16-0. 1 out, bases empty. Byron Buxton, the next well struck left field. And that one is going to go. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 17-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there. 1 out, runner at second. Now here is J.D. Martinez. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Now the guy. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. The batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. A little bit high, maybe. And it's 2 of them.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. He hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Got it! And that's 9 in a row. We go to the 8th, and now for the Twins, Bryce Matthews. The 1-1. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. Out of here. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 18-0. Now at the plate, Bryce Elster. That's a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. A two-run homer. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 20-0. Here's the center fielder. And Newcomb fires. Swings here and driving well left field. Way back, and you can forget. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 21-0. Now a chance for Kyle Tucker. Now a streamer into the outfield. Scott calls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Byron Buxton. One down, base is empty. Liner, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. He jumped off so hard, squared it up.
Buxton on the run. Ripped on a leg. Scott goes the catch. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate.
Runner!
Buxton on the run. Now that's smacked to right center. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' #4 hitter, Alec Burleson.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Struck him out swinging. 10 straight strikeouts. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Up the middle, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
The dream of a perfect game turns out.
Ball four, thank you, baby. Three. You're out. That's ball four. 3.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
At the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. And on the hill, Matthew Liberatore.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Addison Barger now at the plate. That's out to center field. And it's caught for the out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Batting third, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
2 outs. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. So a man aboard. Byron Buxton digs in now.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Tucker headed for third. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it.
That one is absolutely belted. One out off the wall, should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in two. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 4-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Brian Lavastida will hit next. In the air, left field, Burleson has a beat on it, nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Busch Stadium, and on the hill for the Twins, Joe Ryan.
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
In the air to left center. Buxton sizing it up. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. New inning getting started. Now it's going to be Bryce Matthews. That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away. Yeah.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. And Martinez. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And he's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing.
Swung on, pitches. And it gets by him. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score.
He's in there
safely.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Fastball pretty good.
Kyle Tucker.
Number 86.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. Around second now, going for 3. They'll throw to third. And out, trying for 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag is second.
He's out.
And he's out. Trying. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Alec Burleson. There's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
To the right side, and that chance handled. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera. It misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now the first baseman. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Bad ball
downstairs
two.
and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, on to the 3rd inning. Now for the Twins, Max Muncy. Liner, foul in second. So up next, out of El Amador.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Scott pulls it down. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Lavastida, the next Twin up to hit. May comes set. Out towards right center field. Nootbaar on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. As we go to the last of the 3rd, here's Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. And there's the ball. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball,
1 out,
2
base
strikes.
is empty. That one
Ball
almost
2.
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. On to the 4th. And now for the Twins, Bryce Matthews. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's an 8-run lead. So the batting order turns over. J.D. Martinez stands in. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Now a long throw home. And he's in there as a run scores.
He's safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Donovan in plenty of time. First, that's the first out in the top of the 4th.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Kyle Tucker, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And in at second with an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. On. 3rd home run of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 12-0. 1 down. Down the 3rd baseman. Max Muncy. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up.
That's towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. No cut off to third. He's in.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. They call those the alleys for a reason, man. They're long, and if you can't cut the ball off as an outfielder before it gets by you, that hitter's going to run for a while.
That's a base hit. Run scored.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch that could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now, Bryce Matthews wins. There's one.
He's up.
Double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
You're out. 3. 3. 3. Out. Out. 3. 3. You're out. 3. Out.
2 outs, nobody on. Brian Lavastida getting ready to hit. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couple of hits in a row for
You're out. Out. 3. 3. 3. Out. You're out. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Out. Ball 4, take your base. Out. 3. Out. 3.
the ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't.
I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports, too. That one ripped. That's back there. Oh! Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. It's 21-0. So 2 down out of El Amador. The next twin up to hit. Up the middle and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up.
That one is absolutely belted. Going gone. A 2-run shot. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 23-0. And now Bryce Matthews. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Robert going back on it. Way back, out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add a run. It's 24-0. New pitcher now, Liam Hendricks. Takes the number 3. Chase Mydroff.
Out. You're out. 3.
So digging in, Tommy White. Here's a 1-1. That one hit to right. Out sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. So up next for Minnesota, Addison Varger. One down, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's gone. And he's gone yard again. His third home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 25-0. Here is J.D. Martinez. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit from him this afternoon.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Hit hard, base hit. J.D. Martinez headed home. He'll score. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well done. Drives in the run. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. His fifth home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 28-0. Now on the bump, Grant Taylor.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now Adael Amador. That's a hit.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Oh, he botches it. Coming home. Tag, got it. Tag. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. And now Bryce Mackey. That's back there. Out of here. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they add a run. It's 30-0. And here is Bryce Elton. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. That's a double. And he's got a 4-hit day. And in scoring position with 2 away. Down the third baseman, Tommy White. And a base hit right there. Coming home. Cut off to second. But 1 run does score the play before the inning ends. Well, this game is a top of the 8th, and now for the Twins, Addison Varger. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning. And here is J.D. Martinez. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one. Got it first. Now it's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound out there, and his infielders took care of business. Great textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one's gone. So they turn to their closer, Andrew Chafin.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Two outs, nobody out. Adael Amador, the next Twin up to hit. Swing, a high fly ball, well struck. struck left field. Benintendi going back on it. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. 2 outs, bases empty. And next for Minnesota, Pedro Pavas. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Up next for Minnesota, Bryce Matthews. Here comes a pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Robert going back on it. And forget it. So 2 away with nobody on. And now for the Twins, Bryce Elton. In the air, center field. Robert on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back. Out. 3. Out. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Tommy White. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Takes it in for the out. Here's the center field. Today we get to see the hottest bat in the league. He's been cranking home runs, Chris.
Yeah, going yard is hard enough, but he's doing it game after game. Just incredible. This guy's swinging like he's got a cheat code.
From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game. You just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. But I think there is some room for improvement. 2 and 2. Good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Out there to center. And that will fall.
Well, those kind of lucky, soft hits will always make you smile. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to skate through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Swing into the middle. Now here's the Astros designated runner on the goal. Pitch it low.
That's the ball. Hey.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. Swing and a pop-up. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back at Target Field. And on the mound in this one, Christian Javier. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it much harder to hit this guy.
Myers calls it in, and there's one away. Now it's J.D. Martinez. Back to the mound. It hit him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Clearly got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't hit it.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 9th homer of the year. It's 2-0. Here's Byron Buxton. Ripped to short. And he can't come out. He beat it up. Tommy Wright, the next cleanup hitter. Buxton at first, one gone. Buxton on the run. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And that's for Minnesota and Pedro Pavin. And the righty deals. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. We'll score the shot clock. It's 3-0.
Oh, hit that one pretty well. I think would have been a lot more than a shot ball for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting running.
Swing, the ground ball. Through to center field. Runner from third comes across. And it's an RBI single. And they lead by 4. Ryan Lavastida will hit next. Laced to center and a base hit. Now 2 aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now a chance for Nick York. This to center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that ends. Back in Minnesota, new inning getting started. Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He is his 3rd of the game. So next up for Houston, Jesus Sanchez. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here comes Carlos Correa. The 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on the first.
He's out.
That completes the strikeout, inning over. Bottom of the inning, digging in, Max Clark.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
The base hit right there. The leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Let the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
J.D. Martinez stands in. Myers makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Runner on the go. On the ground. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they almost
He's in there.
But he's back in time.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now here is Byron Buxton. This one high in the air Both runners tagging from second to third. As he comes across the score, and the lead is up to 5. New arm out of the bullpen, Lance McCullers Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but
Makes the catch, inning over. And now it's Christian Walker. Gilbert ready to fire now. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2's the count.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Kyle McCain up next for the Astros.
Kyle McCain.
The 1-2. Another one. 5 straight strikeouts. Still 2 down now. And here is Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the first baseman, Pedro Papa. Lifted left center. Way back there. A massive home run. It's 6-0. Brandon Drury to the plate. Hard hit left side. Over to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Ryan Lavastida, the next cleanup to hit. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Myers snags it for the second out. So up next for Minnesota, Nick York. And that one hammered. That's going to back. Back some more. That's down. One off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as...
And a line drive base hit out of the center field. Runners in second scores as they enter. Go to second is offline.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. And those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
And this ball is crushed to the left field. It's on its way and gone. They'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 9-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Kyle Tucker. Swing a high fly ball. That's out to center. Myers makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
Take your base, ball
See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Bottom 4, now at the plate, Byron Buxton. High fly ball, well struck. Home run number 15 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-0. And here is Tommy White. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Myers bounces this one up. And there's one down. So up next, Pedro Papa. The other way. Sanchez calls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now Brandon Drury. That's the racer, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Gustafson.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your...
Swings here and blocks from left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now. Nick York, the next twin up to hit. Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings it across. Inning over, and it could have been worse. You're out. Three. So the lineup flips over. And now the center fielder, Max Clark. Right side. Altuve handles it. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. And now J.D. Martinez. This one drilled to left. No! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-0. One down. Kyle Tucker, the next twin up to him. That one ripped right center field. And it went off the wall. Now we're first and second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Now, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Byron Buxton. That one ripped. Gordon. A laser to left. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 13-0. Now on the bump, Stephen Oakland.
We need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
Batter now, Tommy White. Snagging it from a hand, left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity.
It's a base hit into center field. The throw in. Now he's safe as a run scores.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands on it.
In the third ball, the runners at the corners and one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this. Just a solid swing right there. Got it out line and tipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Brian Lofsky. That one lifted in the air, center field. Myers makes the grab for the second out. Slides the tag. Got it! They get 2. Double play. Back in Minnesota. And now the short. So digging in, Nick York.
That's your stop. New York.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Sanchez makes the catch. One away. To the top of the lineup, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Max Clark. The 1-1. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
Runner takes off. On a line out towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's
Now
about
back.
the process. You did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Run around the move. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Guys, but it falls. And he'll score easily. Relay to second. Tries to get back and save.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here.
That is the inning. You're out. 3.
Now pitching for
Angel De Los Santos gets the ball
number
now.
65.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for the stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate.
The underhand flip. There's one. And they get it easily at first. It's a double play. 2 outs,
Now
base is
back.
empty.
Second baseman.
Now for the Twins, Brandon Drury.
Drury.
2 outs, base is empty. Ripped on a line. Myers racing over to make the catch. Three. You're out. 3.
The number 7 is a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing.
You're out. 3. So the lineup flips over.
For the
And
Twins.
now the center
The
field.
center field.
Max Clark.
2-1.
Right side. Altuve handles it. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And now J.D. Martinez. This one drilled to left. Throws. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-0. One down. Kyle Tucker. The next cleanup to hit. That one ripped right center field. And it rounds the wall. Now we're first and second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Now, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Byron Buxton. That one ripped. Court. A laser to left. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 13-0. Now on the bump, Stephen Oakland.
We need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
Batter now, Tommy White. Hanging up on the hammer, left field. And it's a one off the wall. Should be extra bases.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity.
That's a base hit into center field. The throw in. Now he's safe as a run scores.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands on
In the third now, the runners at the corners and one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a solid swing right there. Got it out line and flipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Brian Lofty. That one lifted in the air, center field. Myers makes the grab for the second out. Slides the tag, and they get two. Double play. Back in Minnesota, and now the short. So digging in, Nick York.
That's shortstop. New York.
In the air, barely deep to right field. Sanchez makes the catch. One away. To the top of the lineup, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Max Clark. The 1-1. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
Runner takes off. On a line out towards center. He's got it, and there's two away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Runner on the move. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Dives, but it falls. And he'll score easily. Relay to second. Tries to get back and save.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here.
That is the inning. Angel De Los Santos gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate.
The underhand flip. There's one. And they get it easily at first. It's a double play. Two outs, base is empty. Now for the Twins, Brandon Drury. Two outs, base is empty. Ripped on a line. Myers racing over to make the catch. Three. You're out. Three.
The number 7 is a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been
Okay, Singy, we get to see the best hitter in the league in this one.
Yeah, one of the toughest outs in baseball. No simple formula.
It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider.
Leading off the afternoon.
You don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
One of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. That's right.
Those guys, it's just different. You're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now for the Twins. Martin. Get on the ground. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there. And that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
There's a swing and a drop. This one could be trouble. Rounds third, headed to the plate. He'll score. The Twins have the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he whipped it into the opposite field gap. I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to play.
And this one gets through. J.D. Martinez headed home. The relay to the plate. It's out of 10.
That is good. The left fielder.
Tyler Buxton.
Good.
Wild bases. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Line drive. Leaps and he's got it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved the knock.
And the batter now, El Amadou. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that's a big hit. The throw into second. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Isaac Paredes. Swings through that one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters. Try to cruise through this ballgame.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Buxton under this one. Drops into the glove. 2 away. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second. Now it's the shortstop, Bryce Matthews. Now a screamer into the outfield. Myers calls it in for the out. And there's one down. Stepping in, Bryce Eldridge. One down, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Brian Lavastida getting ready to hit. Ripped to short. Zips it to first. 3 up, 3 down. And we're back on to the 3rd inning at the plate. Yainer Diaz. And that's downstairs. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Just missed. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker. That's outside. And
That's ball 2.
2-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Addison Barger. The throw to first. You're out. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Here is Andy Martinez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That ball is down. A solo shot. It's 4-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Kyle Tucker. Swung on, belted. Alvarez going back on. And that ball is out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. Home run number 10 of the year. And they reached their lead. It's 5-0. And now it's the bullhole hitter. Right to left center. Way back there. Out goes. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 17th of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0. So 1 out, nobody out. Next for Minnie-Sota. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And he's one off the wall.
Everything came together for him. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
That smash towards center. Fires. Snags it. Runner tags it second.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And it's second. Hard hit left side. Handles for the first bat of the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Start of the 4th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants to run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
1 out, base is empty. Alex Yordan Alvarez. Swings through that.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict fate.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Another one. He makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. Bottom of the 4th. Now for the Twins. Bryce Elder. Liner caught it second. And now Brian Lavastida.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Addison Barger, the next Twin up to hit. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And gone. That one felt good. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the Twins DH, J.D. Martin. Oh, this is deep to left center. That's there. And it's gone. Let's do it again. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 8-0. Now it's going to be Kyle Tucker. Altuve steps to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over.
set for the start of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Jose Altuve up to him here. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're ready to and that's 9 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. And that's the hit for Houston. Jesus Sanchez. Breaks the ball, misses down and away. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he strikes out the side. Back in Minnesota, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. It's in and out of his glove. Save the first, no play. Let's see how they score this. And at first, nobody out. Down the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Right-handed reliever. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the center field. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Anael Amador, the next twin up to hit. He's got it. Runners tied up for second and third. He'll score on the second down. It's 9-0. A new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Brandon Walker. One down for Minnesota, Bryce Matthews. Ball to strike, the pitch. That's a base hit, run scored.
Well done, drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, let it get deep. Took the ball.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Saved at second and easily steals the bag.
Dude, you remember your sprint speed?
Probably not quite that. But I think in a fully fueled up golf cart, I could probably get it going pretty good. Oh, nice stop on a slide. There's one. What a play. Back here's the catcher, Kine Diaz. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment. Now Correa up to hit. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. A little up front there as he swings through.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
2 and 2.
That's number 17. What a game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Ryan Lavastida.
The catcher, Ryan.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Myers makes the play, and there's one away. Addison Barker, the next twin up to hit. Swing, up the middle of the base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there are a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line.
That's down. One hops off the wall. Barton around third.
The right fielder.
Now here is Kyle Tucker. And on second, 2 down. Rocking it out towards right center. And this one looks like trouble. Martinez in the score. And the lead continues to grow. Taking second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. And in scoring position with 2 away. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to him. And it's second. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. And that one is gone. Another homer. That's his 4th home run of the series. They throw a pair on the board. It's 13-0. And that's for Minnesota. Caleb Durbin. That's out to center field. Myers settles under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. This game's a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something, Randy.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ball.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a thunderstick guy.
2-2. Downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's ball 4. And that puts an end to the perfect game. Now the number 2 hitter, Jake Myers. And that's in there with the knees for a strike. One of the things, though, that we see that is these are the elite players, so they adjust. They've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just particularly to these guys because not an easy adjustment, though. They look like they've been doing it their entire lives. Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today, kind of caught in between that.
And he grounds one to the right side. Amador throws the first in time. Gets an out on outlet.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going, and we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and that is that. We're back. Here's the second baseman, Adael Amador. 1-1 now. Big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Altuve makes the grab. And there's one away. Bryce Matthews, the next twin up to him.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Makes the catch. Yeah, there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And for the Twins, Bryce Eldridge. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He makes the grab, and the inning is back in Minnesota. We go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And it's strike 2.
Just pulled the string.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boyle's the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
3-1.
Way out front. The next to hit, and it misses. It's Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Back at target field, and now the catcher comes up to him. Brian Lavastida. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle
Now
of the
batting,
infield and
center
took it
fielder,
back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now, Addison Barger. High fly ball out to center field. And there's one down. So, man aboard, Martinez.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Ripped on a line to center. Two down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets
The right
under it
fielder,
just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
The 1-1. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Reaches back towards the wall. Brings it in, and that is that. All set to start the ninth in this one. And here comes Carlos Correa. Swing, and he misses. He's out front.
Now imagine the nerve that some of the defensive players have right now.
On the ground to first. And he handles it himself in the out. First baseman, Christian Walker. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. Comes out and misses. That's the strikeout. Now the Astros are down to their 5 outs. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And that one is in the dirt. 2-1. He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Off the mark there. 3-1.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. He hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all.
And at first, here's the center fielder.
That's the ball.
Falling behind 2-1. Swing.
It's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit. He was dominant all game long. Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board, pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.
So man aboard, Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit. Cut on and lifted in the air. Altuve on his way over. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And they extend their lead. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Elton. One down, base is empty. Dives and can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out. And next for Minnesota, Brian Lavastida. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Into the four-corner dog. Now the catcher up to hit. Brian Lavastida.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work.
Left center field. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. J.D. Martinez stands in. Oh, that hit him. To first, and he's down. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Myers makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back in Minnesota. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Takes the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Kine Diaz up next for the Astros. And big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings from that one, it's a strikeout. And here comes Carlos Correa. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. And now for the Twins, Caleb Durbin.
The shortstop, Caleb Durbin.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. To Walker, and that's 2. Dylan Cruz, the next twin up there.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there. His infielders took care of business. Pretty text execution between short and second.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. In there safely. 2 outs for the man at third. Bryce Elton, the next twin up to him. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Twins.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Louis Varland.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Another batter now, Jeremy Payne. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Got him swinging. And just 1 out remaining for Houston. Stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Clark is just 1 strike away. And
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club. And no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player.
Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. Just about set to go.
Leading
And our
off tonight
pitcher
for
tonight,
Minnesota,
Seth
the
Lugo.
first
How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was first team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Gets it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Just an awesome swing in the bag, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Next to hit, Bryce Matthews. Isbell pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Kansas City, now the starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Green. What do you have on him, Chris?
Leading off.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered for runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Isbell matched a homer in his last game. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2. Chases that one out of the zone, and that's the first out. Nick Lofton now at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Bobby Witt Jr. In the air to left down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The 1-2. Fights it off, you'll see another. Outside low. The count now 2-2. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Adael Amador. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Brandon Drury to the plate. Drill out towards left center field. Isbell on the move. Squeezes it. Runner tagging and headed for home. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Now it's the rookie first base, Bryce Elder. There's a swing and a drive. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
At the plate, Brian Lavastida. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Picks himself up at RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now, Caleb Durbin. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Throw cut off to second. The tag
On the tag, you're out.
down, going for two. And here is J.D. Martinez. Oh, look at the stop. In the hole, jump throw. It's down. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. That is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning, don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that they get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Just misses. 2-2. And they'll do it again. One out, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the... Back here at Kauffman Stadium, on to the third inning. And now for the Twins, Kyle Tucker. 1-1. Ripped on a line. Puts it away for the out. Here's Jason Hayward.
Now back, the center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And now it's going to be Bryce Matthews. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home, and he's out. So digging in out of El Amador. 2 outs. Line, and that's a base hit. Matthews around third. He'll score easily. The second pulls him off the bag.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Stepping in, Brandon Drury. That's a hit. Amador around third. He'll score. Now the tag. Trying for 2. We're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Jack Caglione. That one just misses. That's down the key, and a slider missed.
3-2.
And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Jonathan India at the plate. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Twins, Bryce Eldridge. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now here is Brian Lavastida. That smash towards center.
He looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
They fired it quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And now J.D. Martinez. That one ripped left field. Bangs off the wall. 1 run is in. Rounds 3rd, headed to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 6-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies.
The new pitcher in the game, Alec Marsh.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
He's safe.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that one is lifted in the air. Collins on the move to the gap. Drops into the glove. And that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And there's the ball.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Struck him out swinging. 10 straight strikeouts. Wow. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. Way out front for strike 2. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. And that's outside. The Twins up big in this one. Here in the bottom of the 4th. And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Ball 2.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that's the strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Back here in Kansas City, ready now for the 5th inning. Now at the plate, Adael Amador. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
On
That's
the
out
tag,
number
you're
one. The run comes in to score. And now Bryce Elder. That's a base hit as a run scored.
Couple of singles back to back. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
To second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing.
Number 2.
Here's Bader down.
Bader.
And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The first
Minnie-Sota steps in for the Royals.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Isaac Collins. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And down launch he goes. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. Top 6. Down the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Safe at third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the day.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball.
That's a base hit, run score.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands on
India. There's one.
He's out.
And it's a double play.
Every 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look simple. Because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's what.
And that is out number 3. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning, digging in, Jack Taglione. The 1-1. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jonathan India. And he walked him.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's long. Over to first, but he beats it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
That's way high. And the count is even, 2-2. stays alive. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he gets. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Bryce Matthews. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? Sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Brandon Drury, the next Twin up to hit. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th, so up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss. As
1 ball,
out front
2
that
strikes.
time.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. You see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Salvi steps into the box now. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Making 18 strikeouts on the day. And now Bader up to the plate. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. For the top of the 8th, and now for the Twins, Bryce Eldridge.